Hey Mystic members, Mystic Poet 82 here, and welcome to the Mystic Mind sub for sub on YouTube. You know what's hard? Growing on YouTube. Not only has it been made more difficult by Google taking over, but there's a lot of people on YouTube who are toxic. There's also plenty of them who are completely against supporting other people and helping them grow. Also, for those who are suffering depression like myself, or any type of mental illness for that matter, losing subs is extremely depressing when you're small. Whether it's people who actually unsub from your channel, or YouTube removing them due to whatever their reasoning. Whether it's just an inactive purge or whatnot. Depression is another reason I don't watch or comment much on bigger YouTubers like Markiplier or Jacksepticeye. The only one I will watch just about every day is Good Mythical Morning, because that is a very entertaining way to spend the morning. Plus, they upload at the same time, and that helps. So it gives me something to watch on my lunch break at work. But with people like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, even PewDiePie, I feel that once they hit it big, they just forgot about all of us. And we just continue to try hard, and some of us even give up because, you know, we feel like we're never going to succeed in making money here. Now, that being said, I've seen a lot of hate towards sub for sub, and probably more so than not, unfortunately. I do understand the reasoning for being against it, but at the same time, I understand why there's people that are all for it. One thing I noticed about those who hate sub for sub, because for them, getting subs is a lot easier, unlike people like me, and here are a few reasons why. Number one, this is not a gaming channel, nor will it ever be, so for that reason, my growth is infinitely less than gaming channels. Also, they stream. Well, most of them, not all of them. So, usually they've gotten to that point where they figured out, hey, streaming's just going to bring more people in a lot easier than just making videos. So, why not do that when I can? Also, I really have no chance of making money here either, nor do I care about that anymore. Like, I kind of did it first, but because of all the changes, I got to that point where it's just like, I'm doing this to help people. I don't care if I make it big. I'd like to hit the bigger numbers, but I'd also like to, you know, as long as I know I'm doing something good for somebody, it's enough to keep me from wanting to give up, because I've wanted to do that many times. But in accepting that, I'm currently on my second year, and I've hit plenty of spurts where my count has just been a constant roller coaster, and it's extremely annoying when that happens. It's like, get to a certain number, you lose a few, you get back up to it again, you lose a few again. It's just, it's ridiculous, and it's really annoying. But that's how it is. Number two, I do not currently have the time to learn how to make or edit videos on the computer, which is why I record with my phone. Or even create custom thumbnails. I work 40 hours a week, and I have a family to take care of. Plus, I can't just learn from some random video that might not have everything I need to know or every step, or I just may not understand what they're talking about. It would help me better to have a personal teacher, or like someone through voice chat on Discord who can just walk me through the steps of using OBS. Because it's easy if you're, I guess, doing a training video to miss something and then somebody gets stuck. So, like, it'd have to be professionally done for me to understand it. And simplified as much as possible. Because I'm one of those hands-on learners. And, I mean, I know I'm not the only one out there. Like, I want to, like, you show me what to do, and I'll do it. That's basically how I am, and I know I'm not the only one. Number 3. What little time I do have to myself, I like to play games too. Or draw, or paint, or spend time with my family. Usually, which is on Saturdays. If I do get a chance to watch and support anyone on YouTube or Twitch, I always put the friends that I've made first before anyone else. Because they're the ones that have been there for me, they've encouraged me, and they've not left, which is important. Number 4, unfortunately, good video cameras are out of my financial price range currently, so I'm, like I said, stuck using my phone for everything. The good thing is that there are apps with video enhancers and filters to improve videos, or just to do something random to make them fun. Like, I have a filter on mine that I can have snowfall. It looks like fake snow falling or stars popping out. It's kind of cool. It has some cool filters. Like, you have to buy the separate sets of filters, but they're not expensive. And sometimes they just fit, whatever the video is that you're doing. So, the program I use for this is called InShot. It's easy to use, easy to understand, and when it comes to technology, I usually have difficulty understanding stuff like this. I'm a complete noob. Now, hopefully, I can upgrade my phone soon to an S7, because I'm currently using a Galaxy S6. And I have the type of plan where I have to pay for the phone outright, which is worth it because my monthly payment is a flat rate of around, well, it's like a $55 plan, but with tax, it's like 60 something. So it's not bad every month, and that gives me unlimited everything. Plus, in the end, not using like a lease or a contract or something, I get to keep my phone and all the memories that are still on it, like all my memes and my photos on my phone. I don't have to worry about going through, cleaning them up, saving them somewhere random, and like, they're still there. I can keep it charged, or like, if the one I'm using's in use, I can still play whatever games are on this. So like, I'll still keep this one. Munchkin wants this phone when I'm done, but I told her no because I'm probably going to be using it for other things while I have the new one. And I don't want my stuff messed up. Number 5. Now, I've pretty much decided to almost quit poetry on my channel because apparently not everyone appreciates that. I know that. There are people that do. Not everyone understands it, and I don't expect them to. But I'm not changing my brand because of that, because I rate them. If you want to see them, just ask. Sometimes it can be a really complicated form of art. I try to keep mine as simple as possible, but that's not always easy depending on, the life situations that go on. So, it is also my form of therapy because of my depression, as well as one of my ways of encouragement towards anyone. So if I feel I need to encourage someone on here and I want to make a poem about it, I will upload that and I will make sure you see it. But I think simplifying my expressions further by doing the mystic quotes was a better idea because they're just pretty quick, simple things to understand. And they basically give a similar message just without all the things that, creates a poem. Also, I use a lot of nature in my videos, and sometimes when I'm doing the poetry, or even the quotes, it takes time to find the right thing to fit with the poem, or even the quote. Now, the quotes probably be easier to do, because the poetry's just got so much in it, and the quote's just kind of a one-sided thing, so those won't be as hard, which is probably another reason I'm cutting back on the poetry. But I have been trying to do a lot more creative stuff. It's just, it seems like nobody appreciates original content like this platform was originally built for. And another reason that I miss VidMe, because it was created for that, and unfortunately it did not last. I think I had a good 35 followers on there or so before I canceled my account with them. Now, all this being said, I would still like to grow on YouTube, and it has been extremely difficult. My goal here, though, has always been to reach out to any who are going through any type of mental illness. And that's really never changed. I wanted to do it for money before, but at this point, I realize I don't have a chance. Like, if I had a chance, I don't know. Like, I really don't have a chance unless someone big notices me. And that happening, I will probably have a heart attack and die. And I'm not kidding. If somebody big notices my stuff and gives me a huge shout out, I will probably have a heart attack and die. I'm not joking. It's possible. But I also hope to light more sparks in people who have considered or just started making their own unique content, because I don't want it to die out. And not everybody has the confidence to do it. Heck, when I started, my confidence level, like on a scale of 1 to 100, my scale was at most a 20. And just that first sub from my buddy Quilbin kind of sparked it in me. Hey, maybe I should actually upload something like he does. Why can't I? My phone would work good enough for anything. Like, you don't have to have something flashy or expensive to at least get started and start having confidence and basically talking to yourself, because that's kind of what these are until somebody actually watches them. But, so you know what? He hit that button and kind of made me think, hey, if he wants me to, and encourage me to do stuff, then I hope to keep encouraging more and more people as a continual chain reaction. And if I can do that, then I've at least done something good or something right. And then so many times I feel like I screw up every time I turn around. So please understand, I'm not always 100% confident in everything I do. And there are times when my depression does get the better of me to where I feel like giving up. But I do remind myself that even though my audience may be small right now, there are those who still appreciate what I do and are still encouraged by it. They are also the ones who continue to encourage me, and I appreciate that more than anything. And I've also made a motto for those of you who find it difficult to just keep going and not have that giving up mentality. I made a motto. People will come, people will go, the best ones will stay, so on with the show. In the end, I am 100% fine with sub for sub for what I do, because it's not fancy, flashy, and in many cases not exactly the most appealing thing to all audiences out there. I'm trying to be as varied as I possibly can with what I have, which is why I've started ASMR videos and I've started stuff with food. All I ask in return, if anyone is willing to do the sub for sub with me, is that you understand my life is extremely busy. I don't have a whole lot of time to support other channels, or fully at least, but I will do the best I can. If you sub and you have your thing turned off to where it doesn't show who you are, just put a comment in that video, like as long as you watch one video and at least put a comment, hey, I'm new, I subbed, can you please sub back? I will gladly do that, and I will watch one of yours and leave you a comment as well. I have no problem doing that. Just understand that I may not be able to fully keep up with all your content. I'll watch maybe something randomly once a week or whatever I can do. That all depends on what's going on in my life. Like I said, I will do the best I can with it as often as I possibly can. Now, even if you're just fine with getting the numbers through it, I'm fine with that too. Like, I don't necessarily mind if you don't watch my stuff. Just getting numbers to help each other grow is a huge step, and YouTube's really screwed over a lot of people with that. And it's not fair, it's not right, and I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. So, I will not keep this going any longer. Thank you all for your patience, understanding. The best of luck to everyone out there for all your future goals. And always remember, ITAHA. Ignore trolls and haters always. That is my other little motto. So you could always remember as ITAHA is a good way to remember, hey, if someone's being a troll or a hater on your channel, just ignore them. They aren't important. The ones who stick around and support you are the ones who are important. So thank you guys for watching. If you agree with this, please let me know. If you don't, that's fine. Don't say anything, and I will be happy.